Welcome, my yoga friends. I'm Joseph. So, welcome to your flow yoga session. And before we start, I just want to say that if you have any aches, pains, injuries, look after yourself. If something hurts, don't do it. And if you have any questions, you can message me after the class. And I'm going to assume that you've warmed up a little bit. Just to save time, we're going to do a very quick warm-up and get right into it. So next time, if you are going to do this session, if you want a longer warm-up, please do so before. Okay, so let's get started, and we'll get started in doing some cow and cat to warm up the spine. All right. So we'll get to all four position, hands underneath your shoulders, knees below your hips. Now spread fingers wide, palms pressing firmly into the mat. Knees are hip width apart. Expel the air out of your lungs. And as you start to inhale, head and bum curl up to the ceiling. Lift your heart and fill your lungs. And as you exhale, rounding your back like a really angry cat, squeeze all the air out, out, out. And keep flowing, move with your breath. Your cow as you inhale, and an angry cat as you exhale. Now there's two critical points in this movement. At the very top of your inhalation and bottom of your exhalation. At these 2 points, hold your breath for 1 or 2 counts and deepen into your back stretch. So when your lungs are completely full, hold there 1 or 2 counts, deepening into your back bend. And as you exhale all the air out of your lungs, tuck your tailbone in, push the middle of it back, up, up, hold breath 1 or 2 counts, and then keep going. Movement aligned with breath, so that when your breath stops, your movement stops. And when your breath moves again, your movement starts again. So movement aligned with breath. And in this simple back stretch, it's the very heart of your flow practice. Movement aligned with breath. And one more inhale. Arch your back, fill your lungs, hold breath, deepen into your back bend. And one last exhale, rounding your back, tuck your tailbone in, push the middle of the back up, squeeze all the air out, and come to a neutral spine, flat back, tuck your toes under. Now draw a breath in, and on your exhale, push up into a very first down dog. So lift your hips up and back. And push the floor away from you. Now make sure your hands are shoulder width apart, fingers spread wide. Make sure your feet are hip width, 10 toes point to the front of your mat. Have a little softness in your knees, but keep pushing your heels down towards the mat. And as you push the floor away from you, push your bum up and back, up and back. Keep pushing the floor away and curl your sit bones up towards the ceiling and creating this dynamic straight line from your hands right up to your sit bones. Start to get your heart closer to your toes. Just getting closer to your feet. Keep pushing the floor away. Draw a deep breath in. Exhale it all out. On your next inhale, high plank. Ripple your spine. Get your shoulders directly above your hands. Legs are strong and straight. Once you get here, you can modify by dropping both knees to the mat. Don't move your feet, just the knees lower. So the knees are well behind your hips. Now, if you do choose to keep your legs straight, then make sure your knees, your hips, your shoulders are one line, like a plank. Now, everyone, push your palms into the mat and dome your upper back up towards the ceiling. And this rounding protects your shoulders and gives you maximum stability. Take another inhale
As you exhale, lean a little bit forward and broaden your collarbones. And as you exhale, chest to the mat. Bend the elbows. You can lower knees first if you need to, but chest touches that before your belly. All the way down, untuck your toes. Let's do a few cobras. So on your inhale, palm press into the mat, lift your heart. Keep your shoulders down and back. And when you exhale, you lower down again. And keep going, do a few on your own. Now in your Cobra, make sure your fingertips are under the shoulders, not in front, under. So you might need to draw your hands back a little bit and keep your elbows always bent. No straight arms. You need to keep your hips on the mat. And this is a pose where we open up our heart. So when you rise in your Cobra, draw shoulders down and back, push your heart out to the front. Keep your legs strong and engaged as you firmly press the tops of your feet into the mat, pinky toes pressing into the mat as well. Now let's do one more inhale, everyone. Open your heart-filling lungs from the top of Cobra. Push back to like a child's pose position. Stretch your arms out. Push your bum back firmly. From this position, tuck your toes under and lift hips up and push back. And that, my friends, is the easiest, most efficient method from Cobra into down dog. Take a breath in. Exhale out. Keep pushing the floor away. Find that dynamic line of power from your hands up to your bum. One line. Keep your knees a little bit soft. One more inhale. And rinse it all up. Next inhale, high plank. Shoulders above your hands. You can stay here, rounding upper back, or you can lower your knees to the mat. Now we're going to do low plank, which is Chaturanga Dandasana into upward facing dog. But you can replace upward facing dog with Cobra. And if you're doing Cobra, don't forget you have to go all the way down first. Now for your upward facing dog, take a breath in, exhale, lean forward, bend the elbows lower about half down, flip your feet, and straighten your arms. Legs are strong, so knees and thighs are completely off the mat. They should not be touching. Now open up your heart, fill your lungs, and back to down dog as you exhale. Beautiful. Now from now on, you have a choice. You can do Cobra or upward facing dog for your flow. Breath in, exhale, bend your knees a little deeper, look to the front of your mat, and walk or step to the front. Halfway lift Ardha Uttanasana, lean forward with a straight back. And firmly push your hips to the back and lengthen your spine. Now in your halfway lift, what's important is keeping your back straight. So you're not bending your back. Your back is absolutely straight. You're hinging from your hips to lean forward. Now, open up your chest a little bit, arms and hands stretching down, palms can face each other, or palms on the front of the shins. Now, one more inhale, fill your lungs, lengthen spine. As you exhale, bow to the earth, forward fold, fingertips touch the mat. Relax your neck, let your head hang, and enjoy this stretch in your lower back. One more breath in. As you exhale, bow deeper. Now, power through your legs and sweep your hands up to the sky. Stretch your whole body, side back bend as you inhale, and then hands to heart. Centering as you exhale. Now stand in your Tadasana. So feet are hip width apart. Legs are engaged. And feel length throughout your body. Feel connected to the earth. Gently engage your stomach muscles and your mula bandha, your pelvic floor muscles, creating stability in your whole body. And with your palms together, connect to that stillness within you. Center yourself there, ground yourself.
the stillness that's ever present. Just waiting for you to stop and take note. One more inhale. As you exhale, open eyes and enjoy your practice, everyone. Hands sweep up to the sky, inhaling and forward fold. Hands to heart, bow to the earth, exhale. Halfway lift, straighten spine, inhale. Now step back, high to low plank, and your choice. You can do Cobra or upward facing dog. Open your heart, fill your lungs, and back to down dog. As you exhale, let's do this a couple more times. Breath in. Exhale, bend your knees deeper, look to the front, and walk, step, or hop to the front. Halfway lift, straight spine, inhale, and bow, forward fold, exhale. Power through your legs, hands reach up to the sky, inhaling, and hands to heart as you breathe out. Hands up again, inhale, forward fold, bow to the earth, exhale. Halfway, straighten spine, fill your lungs, and step back, high to low plank. Your choice, either Cobra or upward facing dog. Opening your heart, filling your lungs, and back to down dog as you exhale. Breath in, exhale, bend knees, look to the front of your mat, and walk or step to the front. Halfway lift, inhale, bow, exhale. Pushing through your feet, hands reach for the sky, inhaling, and hands to heart. Centering as you breathe out. One more time, guys. Hands up, inhale, forward fold, bow to the earth, exhale. Halfway, lengthen spine, fill your lungs, and step back, high to low plank. As you breathe out, your back and your choice, open heart, fill your lungs, and back to down dog, exhale. Breath in, exhale, bend knees, look to the front of your mat, and walk or step to the front. Halfway lift, straight spine, inhale, bow, exhale. Stay here, gazing at your toes. Then bring the big toes to touch, heels a little bit apart. One more breath here. Exhale, bow deeper, and then your chair pose, Utkatasana. Hands up and bum down. So in your chair pose, push your tailbone down and back, and keep your back straight. So your heart and arms are lifting up to the sky as your feet are driving down into the earth. Now turn your pinky fingers slightly towards each other, opening your palms up to the heavens, and look to the floor. Find a small point to focus on. That is your drishti, your visual point of focus. Connect to your breath. Be present, sitting in the fire of your Utkatasana. Another breath in. As you exhale, see if you can sink a little lower. A little lower. You can feel your weight shifting more towards the back of your feet, more towards your heels. One more breath in. And exhale, bow to the earth, forward fold. Exhale. Halfway, lengthen spine, inhale, and step back, high to your plank. As you exhale, your choice, your back bend, open your heart, fill your lungs, and back to down dog. As you breathe out, breath in. Exhale, bend knees, look to the front of your mat, and walk or step to the front. Halfway lift, inhale, and bow, exhale. Now pushing through your feet, hands reach for the sky, stretch your whole body, fill your lungs, hands to heart, centering, body, mind, spirit. Just stay here for 3 breaths, center, and ground. And after Sun Salutation, we're going to get into what's called Sun B, Sun Salutation B, our standing series. Okay. Breath in, exhale out.
Hands reach up to the sky, inhale, and forward fold, bow to the earth. Exhale, halfway, straight spine, inhale, and step or jump back. High to low plank as you exhale. Open your heart, fill your lungs, and back to your down dog, breathing out. Breath in, exhale out. Next inhale, right leg high. Keep your leg straight, foot flexed. And keep pushing into your right heel to straighten that leg. Feel the energy ripple through your right leg, shooting out of your heel. Next inhale, so you can get that leg a little bit higher. Tiger curl into chest, round back, shoulders above your hands, and crescent lunge. Back heel off the mat and hands up to the sky. Now in your crescent lunge, when we first get into it, it always feels just a little wobbly. So drive your feet down and push the ball of your left foot, your back foot, into your mat. Gently start to squeeze your feet towards each other. So we're creating this stability in the lower half of the body and allow your back knee to be slightly soft. Okay? Now narrow your waist and lift your side body up. Be tall. Arms are straight. Palms face each other, fingers sparking. Take a deep breath here. And as you exhale, warrior two. Turn your heart to the side and open up. Now, in your warrior two, make sure you have enough distance between your front and back feet. So you want over 1 meter distance. So what's happening is your front thigh is getting a little closer towards the earth. So I suggest pushing your back foot a little further back and notice this thigh starting to get parallel towards the floor. Now keep your shoulders above your hips so there's no leaning forwards or backwards. Arms at shoulder level and look to the front. And imagine you're a warrior with a long spear aiming at the target. Now take a quick peek at your right knee and foot. Make sure your right knee is directly anchored over the ankle, not going beyond it, not behind it, directly over it. Okay. Now take a breath in, exhale, bend the tad into your front knee, flip your front palm, reverse warrior, right hand reaches up and gaze up. Keep your back leg straight and strong, keep your front knee bending. Now reach your right hand up, inhale. And as you exhale, windmill both hands down to the mat, high to low, dig that right foot out from under. Your choice, Cobra or upward facing dog, fill your lungs. Step to down dog as you exhale. Breath in, exhale it all out. Now left leg high, inhale, stay here. Keep your legs straight, foot flex, all 5 toes point down. So make sure your pinky toes pointing straight down as well. Push into your left heel, straightening your leg. Next inhale, get that leg a little higher. Tiger curl into chest, round back, shoulders above hands, and crescent lunge on the left. Hands up to the sky. Have a little bend in your back knee and push your feet down, gently squeezing feet towards each other and be tall. Lift your heart up. Arms are straight, palms face each other, fingers sparking. And maybe a little turning in of your pinky fingers towards each other, just like we did in our chair pose. Take a breath here as you exhale, warrior two. Open your heart to the side. And stretch out the arms at shoulder level. Now make sure you have enough distance between your feet. Maybe push your back foot further back. Okay, get your left thigh parallel, close to parallel. So your hips are getting closer. Keep your shoulders above your hips. Keep your arms energized and feel the energy from your heart rippling across your chest to your fingertips. Another breath in, exhale, bend the tad into your front knee, Flip your front palm. Reverse warrior. Reach up. Inhale. Stay here. Stay here. Keep your left knee bending, gazing up. Your left hand stretching up. Right palm on your backside. Keeping legs strong. One more inhale. Stretch that left side. As you exhale, cartwheel both hands down to the earth. High to low plank. Exhale. Your back and your choice, Cobra or upward facing dog. Fill your lungs. Back to down dog. Breathing out. Okay, so we have a simple sequence. Crescent Lunge, Warrior 2, Reverse Warrior. Now that we've unpacked it, broken down the movement and the alignment, let's put it into flow. So first take a big inhale, fill your body. Exhale it all out. Right leg high, inhale. Tiger curl knee to chest, exhale. Crescent Lunge, drive feet down, hands up, inhale. Warrior 2, open up as you exhale. Flip your front palm. Reverse warrior, reach up, inhale, keeping your front knee bent. And cycle hands back to the earth. High to low, dig that right foot out from under, your choice of your back bend. Open heart, fill your lungs. Back to down dog. Breathing out, left leg high, inhale. Tiger curl, exhale. Crescent Lunge, drive feet down, hands up, inhale. Warrior 2, keep your left knee over ankle as you exhale. Reverse warrior, reach for the sky, fill your lungs. Hands cycle back to the earth. High to low. Cobra or upward facing, fill your lungs. Back to down dog as you exhale. Right leg high, inhale. Tiger curl, breathing out. Crescent Lunge, drive feet down, hands up, inhale. Warrior 2, open up, stretch your arms as you exhale. Reverse warrior, reach for the heavens, fill your lungs. And cycle your hands back to the earth. Tadasana, exhale. Back bend of your choice, fill your lungs. Back to down dog, breathing out. Left leg high, inhale. Last one guys, tiger curl, exhale. Crescent Lunge, drive feet down, hands up, inhale. Warrior 2, open up, exhale. Reverse warrior, stretch that left side, fill your lungs. Window hands back to your mat. High to low, exhale. Open your heart, fill your lungs. Back to down dog, breathing out. Take a big breath in. Rinse it all out. High plank. Inhale, shoulders above hands. And everyone lower down. You can drop your knees first if you need to. Open your heart, Cobra. Inhale. And child's pose. So big toes touch. Knees wide, forehead on the mat. Arms stretched out. Now take a few breaths here in your child's pose. You can have a drink of water, a few moments to catch your breath, ground yourself, and bring your energy back into your heart center. Deep breaths in, and if you want to create an ujjayi breath by constricting your throat, slowing down the inhale and the exhale. It doesn't have to be loud. It's that oceanic raspy sound as you slightly constrict your throat. Ujjayi means the breath of victory. The victory of spirit, of the inner spirit. The victory of light over darkness, of knowledge over ignorance. Now, from your child's pose, come up to all fours, tuck toes under, and everyone get into your down dog. And make any hands, feet adjustments. Push the floor away. Make sure your fingers are spread wide. And keep your shoulders arched strong, hugging forearms towards each other energetically. Okay. Take a breath in, rinse it all out. Next inhale, right leg high, inhale. As you exhale, right knee to your left tricep. See if you can twist and touch. Up again, inhale, right knee, right tricep, see if you can touch. Up again, inhale, right knee into chest, round your back, and crescent lunge. Drive your feet down, hands up, inhale, hands to heart as you exhale. Now from this position, we're going to lean forward, back leg straight, spine straight. We're going to twist to the right and hook your left elbow outside your right knee. Palms firmly pressed together, turn your heart towards your hands. So, if you're looking at me from the front, this is what it looks like. Okay? Keep your back leg straight. But if you're finding this pose unstable, if you're finding it difficult to keep your back leg straight, then please lower the knee down. This is the modification. Now everyone, dig your elbow into your knee resisting. Use this resistance as leverage to turn your heart up towards your thumbs and look over your right shoulder. Another breath in, exhale, cinch belly, twist a little bit deeper, and slowly with control, come back to center. Crescent lunge, hands up, inhale, and warrior two, open up, exhale. Now, take a few breaths here. Settle body, settle mind. Get into your alignment. Now, I want you to really focus on lengthening your stance here, because we're going to get into extended side angle. One of the most common misalignments in Warrior 2, which leads to the extended side angle, is people's feet are too close together. And that makes the side angle much more difficult. So see if you can get your right thigh parallel, almost parallel. It doesn't have to be exactly parallel, but get the hips lower. Okay? Now take a breath in. As you exhale, your right elbow on top of your right knee, flip your right palm up, half bind your left arm behind the back. Peel left shoulder to the sky, turn your gaze, look up. Now keep your left leg straight, strong. Keep your right knee over the ankle and barrel your chest up towards the ceiling. Now, if it's okay with your shoulder, you can stretch your left arm above the head. Now, if you're looking at me, you can see that I'm creating a straight line from the edge of my left foot to the tips of my left fingers. And this is what you want to create, this line all on the left side of your body. Now for some of you, if you want to, in your practice, get a little deeper, maybe your fingertips to the mat or on a block, you can do that. But nothing else changes. You're still opening your heart up. Take a breath here. As you exhale, stretch the entire left side of your body. And then reverse warrior. Keep your legs the same. Right hand up, inhale. And as you exhale, windmill both hands down to your mat. High to low plank. Exhale. Open heart, fill your lungs. And back to your down dog. Breathing out. Breath in. Rinse it all out. Next inhale, left leg high. As you exhale, left knee to your right tricep. Twist in and touch. Leg up again, inhale, left knee to your left tricep, see if you can touch. Leg up, inhale, and tiger curl, knee to chest, squeeze air out, shoulders above hands, and crescent lunge, drive feet down, hands up, inhale, and then hands to heart, exhale. Lean forward, back leg straight, spine straight. And now revolve crescent lunge to the left. So twisting to the left, right elbow outside your left knee, and palms press together. Now you can modify, dropping your back knee down to the mat if you need to. Look over your left shoulder. Okay. Dig your elbow into your knee, knees resisting. Another breath in. Exhale, cinch belly, twist a little bit deeper. And then come back to center. Crescent lunge, hands up, inhale. And warrior two. Open up, exhale. Okay? Now we're going to do the side angle, and you get to see my side angle from the back side. Okay, now make sure you have enough distance between your feet. So push your back foot a little further back. And you can see that my left thigh is getting closer to the earth. So my hips are lowering down. And this makes a much more, this makes the side angle easier. It gives you a little bit more space. Take a breath in. Exhale, left elbow on top of your left knee. Half bind your right arm behind the back. Pinky finger going into your left hip crease. And peel your shoulders up to the ceiling. Right shoulder up. Turn your gaze, look up. Now keep your back leg, right leg really strong. As you turn your bottom ribs, left ribs up, up, up towards the sky. Now if it's okay with your shoulder, stretch your right arm above the head to the front of the room. And you're creating this one dynamic line from the edge of your right foot to the tips of your right fingers. And once again, if it's your practice to lower fingers down to the mat, you can. Take a breath in. Exhale, stretch the entire right side of your body. And keeping legs the same. Reverse warrior. Left hand reaches up. Inhale. And window your hands back to the floor. High to low. Exhale. Open heart. Fill your lungs. Back to down dog. Breathing out. Take a breath in. Exhale. Bend knees. Look to the front of your mat. And walk, step, or hop to the front. Halfway, straight spine, inhale, bow, exhale. Pushing down through your feet, hands up to the sky, stretch your whole body, fill your lungs, and hands to heart. Centering body, mind, and spirit. Breath in, rinse it all out. Okay, beautiful. So I'm going to face you and we're going to do a leg balance and we'll do tree pose. And you probably won't see the tops of my arms, but you know that my hands will be pointing up. So we're going to do tree pose. We'll stand on your left foot. So standing on your left foot, bring your right heel into your upper thigh, palms together. So I'm mirroring you here. Now, if this is difficult, calf is fine. Or if balance is an issue, you can bring your toes to the mat. You never want to press your heel into your knee. So it's either high up or lower down. Now see if you can lengthen your spine. Find your drishti. Focus on something straight ahead, or maybe on the floor. Focus on your drishti. Lengthen spine. Once you're ready, feel free to open up the arms. And then feel free to take any arm variation of your choice. It's a little bit hard for you to see my arms, so I'm not going to bother with the variations, so you can create your own. If you have a particular variation you wish to do, I can at least show you reverse namaste. So palms behind the back, fingers pointing up. So that's possible. Or you can do the Janan Mudra, thumb to index finger. There's Anjali Mudra overhead. And there's Pisugrit Mudra, which you can't see. But any variation of your choice. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, release, come back down. And shake out your legs, stretch them out. And we'll do our balance on the other side. So standing on your right foot this time, left heel, upper thigh, or calf, or toes on the floor if you need to, and palms together. Lengthen spine. Focus on drishti.
And if you're wobbly, you're falling out of balance, it doesn't matter. When you practice, it's a good time to fall out of balance and be wobbly. It's okay. You just keep getting back into it. There's no ego. It's just practice. That's all what it is. And once you're ready, opening up the arms, any arm variation of your choice, and feel deeply rooted to the earth like a tree. But your heart is lifting up, just like a tree's branches lift up to the sky for sunshine and air. Your heart is lifting up for peace, joy, wisdom, beauty, creativity, inspiration. One more breath in, and exhale, lower down, and you can check out your legs. Wonderful. Okay. So we're gonna get down to the floor. So stand in your Tadasana. This time, hands are down, palms are open to the front, fingers spread wide, and your feet are hip width and parallel. Take a breath in, rinse it all out. Hands to the sky, inhale, forward fold, bow to the earth. Exhale. Halfway lift, straighten spine, step back to your high plank, lower all the way down, open up into a gentle Cobra, inhaling, push back, and we're going to lie on our backs, and we're going to do some back bends. Okay, so we'll start with bridge. Grab your ankles, slide your heels towards your buttocks, make sure feet are hip width parallel, look at your thighs, they should be parallel. Knees are not opening up wide. Now pushing into your feet, lift your hips up. If you're feeling any pain, you have a lower back injury, then place a cushion or a block or whatever, a book, Tupperware container, and rest your hips on that support and just rest. Okay? But if your lower back feels okay, then see if you can clasp your hands underneath your hips, interlace fingers, wriggle torso side to side. Get one shoulder under the back, then the other. And as you straighten your arms, now push through your feet, and now lift your heart up, creating this wonderful, beautiful arc from your tailbone to the base of your neck. Keep straightening the arms, pushing heart to the sky. Now one more breath in, and as you exhale, release your hands, slowly come down. Hug your knees into your chest. You can rock side to side, make circles. Any movement that feels good for you. Okay, now second back bend. For your second back bend, you can rest. Have something under your hips. You can do bridge again, or you can do wheel. Okay? So Urdhva. So we're going to count 5 breaths. Back bend of your choice. You can rest, you can do bridge, you can do wheel, or a variation of bridge or wheel. So your choice. For those of you doing wheel, gently engage your stomach muscles, protecting your lower back. 5 breaths here. And once they're complete, slowly, carefully lower down and knees into chest again. Give your lower back a solid stretch. Really hug the knees in tight. Now, grab behind your knees and rock and roll, backwards and forwards. Get enough momentum and come up to sitting.
And we're going to do half pigeon. So half pigeon, come to all fours. Your right knee behind your right wrist, stretch your left leg all the way back. Now with your right shin, open up your right shin closer to the front of the mat. And this is where you need to judge what works for you. For some of you, you're getting a good stretch by having your feet closer to your body. Others, with flexible outer hips, you can probably bring your shin so it's parallel to the front edge of your mat. And many of you will be somewhere in between. Now you can stay up on your hands, or you can lower down. Elbows, or you can stack hands, rest your head. Now, you should feel a juicy stretch in your right hip. What you should not feel is pain in your right knee. Now, if you're feeling pain in your right knee, what I recommend you do is deer. So with deer, bring your right hip down to the mat and bend your back knee. So both knees are bent in deer. And that people with knee issues can usually do this. And it's better for you if you have a knee problem. And with deer, you can also come down to your elbows. You can have a cushion, some kind of support. You're still getting a gentle stretch of your right hip. Not as intense, but you're protecting your knee. That's the most important thing. Okay? Or if you know how to do supine half pigeon, you can do that as well. All right. So breathe into your back in your half pigeon. See if you can relax your right hip into this juicy stretch. Feel free to have something underneath your right hip in your half pigeon. If you're doing deer, you don't need anything under your right hip. You need your right hip to be low, touching the mat. And take a breath in. Exhale it all out. Then slowly come up onto your hands. And let's push back to our tabletop position. And we're going to do half pigeon on the other side. So left knee behind your left wrist. And stretch your right leg all the way back. And once again, you can bring your left shin close to the front edge of your mat. Or you can have your foot closer to your groin. And if you feel pain in your left knee, bring your left hip down and bend the back knee. So both knees are bent in deer. So that's if you're feeling pain in your left knee. If you're not feeling pain, just an intense stretch in your left hip, then half pigeon is a good pose. It can feel intense. Breathe into your back. See if you can find that softness and stillness within the intensity of your half pigeon. Take another breath in and exhale it all out. Then slowly come up. And we're going to swing the right leg to the front. And we're going to do a forward bend here. So just a simple forward bend, Paschimottanasana, which is head to knee forward. So we're going to start in a pose called Tadasana. So sitting up straight, legs stretching out in front, feet flexed. Now, if you're finding it difficult to keep your back straight, for example, if you're kind of doing this and you just can't get your spine straight, I recommend bending knees. That will help to keep the spine straight. And also lifting your hips up. So sit on a cushion, a block, a box, a book, whatever you have. Okay, now from this Tadasana position, stretch 10 fingers up. Take a breath in. As you exhale, bow forward, grab your feet or grab your shins wherever you can and bow towards your knees and just go 80%. Don't go 100%. Hold back a little bit. Just come to your edge. Your edge is that point where you're getting a good stretch that you can maintain without overly straining. That's your edge. Stay right there and breathe. And sometimes it's a great idea, even though you can keep your knees straight, to have them just softly bent, just to ease into the forward bend. And as your muscles start to relax, you can straighten them a little bit more. Breathe. And don't try and go lower. Just stay exactly where you are. And what you want to do here is to get the muscles to soften, to relax, to get more comfortable. If you're always straining to go lower, then your muscles never get to relax. They're just in panic mode. So don't do that. Stay at your edge. Get your muscles to relax. That's the best, most effective way to practice your forward bends, and also a safe way. And as your muscles start to relax, maybe your knees can straighten a little bit more. Now on your next inhale, staying where you are, I want you to straighten your spine, pushing your heart to the front. Maybe you lift your heart a little bit. So rather than lowering, we're straightening the spine. And this gives a beautiful stretch to our hamstring. Now one more breath in. Straighten your spine. As you exhale, release. And let's lie down. And we're going to do twisted glutes. So lying down, knees bent. And stretch your arms out to the sides. And cross your right leg over your left. Make sure knees on top of your knee. So right knee on top of left knee. Take an inhale. Exhale, both knees to the left. Turn your head to the right. And close eyes and relax. And if you want, you can have a cushion, block, or something underneath your knees for support. You can also have your left hand on top of your knee. Just the weight of your hand, providing a gentle downward pressure, enhancing the twist. Or if you're happy with your arms stretched out, you can stay there. We're coming to the end of our practice here, so there's no more effort, no more straining. It's time to let go, release, and absorb everything we've done in our practice. Follow your breath and draw your consciousness into your heart center. And this is your internal practice of yoga. It's not just an outer physical practice. Yoga is a practice that aligns body and mind to your inner self. There's a breath in, exhale it all out, and slowly bring your knees up, arms crossed. And cross your left leg over your right. Take an inhale, and exhale, knees to the right. Turn your gaze to the left. And feel free to take those other options if you want to. Hand on your knee, or maybe something to support your knees. Your choice. Close eyes, let your body marinate in your twisted glutes, allowing this pose to work into your body. And all you have to do here is to relax and breathe. in, rinse it all out, and bring your knees up, and from here, happy baby. So reach your hands between your knees, grab the outside of your feet, and point the soles of your feet to the ceiling. Feet wide, knees wide. If you can't grab your feet, that's okay. Grab your shins, grab behind your knees. You can gently rock side to side. And what we're doing here is equalizing and balancing our hips. One more breath in. As you exhale, release your feet and stretch your legs out and get into a last pose. Now, I'm not going to stay here long. And for those of you that enjoy a long Shavasana, please feel free to continue lying down. This is your practice. For others, if you want to come to a meditative pose, sitting cross-legged, you can do that as well. So the ending of our session is up to you. You're in your own home. So you can lie in Shavasana, you can sit and you can meditate for a while. That's your choice. Your choice. So it doesn't have to end when this session ends. But I just want to express my gratitude for being able to practice with you. Thank you for inviting me into your home. And I hope we can do this again. And if you have any comments, feedback, what you enjoyed, maybe what you want to see changed, or any suggestions, please feel free. Feel free to message on Facebook or you can email. Thank you. The one light shines in each one of us, and the light in me sees and honors the very same light shining in you. So let's say to each other here, Namaste. Namaste. Thank you so much.